race, the 600 Supersport for the weekend, and what a treat for the local fans here. Cormac Buchanan on pole with a 58.87. Absolutely flying. He's nearly a second under lap record pace in qualifying. Doesn't count in qualifying, you've got to do in a race, so let's get excited about this one. The Yamaha 1-2 with Jake Lewis outside him on row number 1. Also got Rogan Chandler, our man, second in the points behind Ashton Hughes. He'll be loving this here, loves the track, done a few laps around here now, so Teretonga coming alive for Rogan Chandler on the road number 1. Avalon Biddle heads up row 2 on the KMB Kawasaki. We've got Morgan McLaren Wood, a brilliant qualifying effort from him. He's on the second row, and S. Jacob Allen, that Team Rees Honda. We yet to see the best of him this summer. Will it be here? Will it be now? We're now in the starter's hands. Marshall's are in, and we're happy. Massive 16 strong field of Supersport 600s ready to go and do battle for 10 laps here. The lights are out, we're away. It's a great start from Rogan Chandler, the outside of row number 1. But plenty of excitement around this young super kid, Cormac Buchanan. He has a great start, and he'll lead on the Blue Crew Yamaha into turn number 1. His teammate Jake Lewis is there for the ride as well, so this is going to get exciting as we go flying around the loop. A beautiful sweeping left-hander here at Teretonga. And the Mac attack is on the attack as we go flying with Cormac Buchanan into the S's. Rogan Chandler's there in second place, Jake Lewis, and then look to Avalon Biddle. So go Av in fourth place. We've got Dan Jenkins, who's got a great start. He's up and handy to the pace as we go flying up into the hairpin. It's going to be something special to watch this young kid put on a show for his home fans. Debut season, rookie year in 600 racing. He's a current two-time 150 champion. He's a current defending 300 Supersport champion.
Red flag, Brad. Red flag as well, just to show in there. Red flag, folks. Red flag.
All right, red flag. So we have gone to a red flag. We've got a crash in turn 1. So red flag in 600 Supersport racing. And that's the update we can give you now. So a red flag now for our race 1 of the 600 Supersports. And just as we were getting excited about it, we've got one down in turn 1. And we have gone to a red flag. So we'll give you some updates when we know more, but looking out for that one there. As Logan Rao looks like the one who hasn't come through the timing screen there. We'll keep an eye on that one there. Not sure who it is down in turn 1, but we'll get an update and let you know more of what's happening at round 4 of our Aon New Zealand Superbike Championships, live and loud from Teretonga Raceway.
Yeah, reasonably serious from the point of view of quickly to ascertain that recovery will be required of both man and machine, so it's a return to the pits under the rules. Actually, riders come into the Parc Ferme, and then they'll be signalled what to do. That the decision already made that the riders return immediately back to pits. A good feature of that, of course, they can get straight back and get those tyre warmers on as well. So it doesn't mean they're going to have to stay any longer than necessary. Well, they've got a chance for a colder tyre, so they'll go back. So this class will be rescheduled back into racing, and we'll get the next class out as soon as possible. So again, the 600's plagued with what they've been having to address now for the last couple of seasons, and they just can't say that it's happened this year. There's been other years as well. They completely missed the Grand Prix at Christchurch. When you get 2 consecutive red flags, the event is not called, so these guys struggling to get some track time. And I think it's a good opportunity for a bit of reflection on themselves as a class to decide and define as to what they want as our crash recovery team head out onto the track. We'll let the experts do the work as we can take an opportunity to head trackside and keep in touch with all the gossip. Thanks to Southland Honda supporting our race meeting again, providing our vehicle support as always for this event, to our other officials here, and shout out to Debbie and Rebecca that have joined us from Otago and assisting with the running of this. Got our National Commissioner for Safety and Stewards, Nelson, for the weekend. A special welcome as well to Andy, our Commissioner from Auckland, joining us here in Teretonga today. Well, a further shout out as well for our Bears raffle, and taking the opportunity to buy the ticket today. Spider It was the first one that I'd seen with the ticket. He bought his at Ruapuna last weekend, but the Bears crew have travelled down here this weekend. I didn't catch up last week. In fact, I don't even think I had the cool green one in my pocket as well. So it was good to have that raced and readied to give a generous bit of support for that Bears event, but more importantly to have a chance to win the awesome KTM 390 RC. Of course, the bikers KTM have homologated for Supersport 300 racing. It's the little single with a whole lot of pounce. Of course, the RC as well is the more race ready. There's a Duke and there is the RC are the two different models for the 390 engine machine, with the Duke being the more open bike, the RC being the sports bike. And also want to add to KTM's group, of course, that the adventure bike is also in that range, and deservedly my son's got one of those parked up as well, and looking forward at some stage to hitting some of the byways rather than the highways of this great country, because adventure riding certainly taking off in New Zealand, and with New Zealand Adventure Riders Facebook page, one worth to follow, and seeing what other friends are doing and following this great part of our sport, and some of the places they're going and exploring. And I'm sure once we get back to full tourism, there'll be people flocking from around the world to get our adventure work on these fabulous adventure-based motorcycles, and many of the manufacturers now have them on board, and also, in fact, for that matter, have various sizes and capacities. And I'm quickly thinking through the parade of motorcycles that we have, and many of those, of course, that sponsor our racing, and they've all got some adventure bikes in their stable for people to enjoy this great country or wherever they're heading in the world. So cheers and a shout out to our bike distributors and manufacturers that get so much and give so much behind the scenes to A, the riders, and B, the clubs for our great sport of motorcycling in New Zealand. So shout out to all of those. So here we are with our Bears raffle. $20 folks, $20 an investment is all we say. In fact, there we go with the handy support truck heading out on the track. Obviously a little bit of track inspection work to see, so that would indicate a bigger break than we might otherwise get, and an opportunity for us to take a break as well trackside, and we'll be back with more updates shortly.